All right, what's up, everybody? We back again with another pod. I've been getting these rolling. This is probably my third, fourth pod of the week already. So that's a good thing. We're seeing growth. But today I want to bring a very special guest onto the pod. Somebody that I train with. Somebody that grew a very organic connection with, like from the first time, seeing each other. And without further ado, welcome to the podcast, DKO.
Appreciate it, bro.
So how you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, but before we start talking about me, we got to talk about him. 'Cause this man has caught a body, big time.
Man.
What was that, TFC a few weeks back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that man was talking smack at the weigh-in, paid for it big time. And that's how you got to be though.
Yeah.
Sometimes people talk big.
I mean,
when they place like that,
it's only everybody can do anything before the fight. It's easy to talk when you up or when the playing field is even, but when you down, we'll see how much you want to talk. Yeah.
Winning, right?
I low-key wish it was MMA, so like I can be on my Khabib shit, when I got him down in the grappling, like talk now, let's talk now.
Yeah, it's a glorified street fight at that point.
Yeah, I told Danny I didn't even want to knock him out right away. I was like, I want to beat his ass for the full 9 minutes. Yeah.
Some gangster shit right there.
Right, bro. But get in and get out. Low key, I'm glad it happened how it did because I was supposed to fight 6. Got there and he talking about, yeah, you fighting 16th now. Wow. So I didn't fight until like 11.
Yeah. That could be good and bad too. I didn't experience both parts of that. Fighting 6 versus fighting 16th.
Yeah.
16th, you gotta fucking watch 15 dudes before you.
Man, I took a nap, all type of stuff.
So
man.
see, you got it down packed now though. You know what I'm saying? After the first time,
But when you come from a wrestling background, you used to it. You weigh in at 9 o'clock. And especially if you 185 or 205 like me, you ain't got no choice but to nap.
Facts. That's very true. They calling everybody, but your weight. You gotta wait. What'd you wrestle at in high school?
195.
195?
Or whatever. Yeah.
195, 220 heavyweight. So yeah, that's a fact. Before we start though and get into anything sticky, I'm sorry, Mom. I'm gonna be myself. So.
Hey, Mom, you better cover your ears or just let them have it.
But look, I don't know. I don't know what kind of I don't know where this coffee from. So I had to put the tape over it about, I don't know, copyrights and shit, just in case. So I put a PC there in my left-hand hand right now.
As long as it tastes good, no matter where it come from.
Well, shit, we're going to start a PC coffee. I'm going to open a PC coffee joint soon.
So, first I want to start off with giving you the opportunity to shout people out, sure. Especially the gyms that you train at. So, we can start off with talking about that.
Shout out my girlfriend and my daughter, first and foremost. They do everything for me, My girlfriend specifically, she it's everything from making my food to dealing with my... You didn't cut weight, bro.
Man, I got a story. I'll tell you the story after this.
Yeah,
man.
Bro, crazy shit, bro. Like, you don't want to be bothered, right?
Man.
She do all of that. She do all the hard shit. I do the easy thing. I'm good at fighting, so that's easy to me.
Right. Showing up to the fight is the actual fight itself is the easiest part about the whole thing.
The roughest part about that is being back there and them nerves and that you know what I'm saying? But that often works out in our favor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a fucking, bro, practice me and fight me. I don't want to get carried away, but practice me and fight me is two different me's. You know what I'm saying? If you get over me in practice, don't think you can get over me in that cage because it's two different things. You know what I'm saying? My attributes +5 when I get in that cage. So
right, because especially like the respect for your training partner. You see an opening. You, depending on what it is, you may or may not capitalize on it because it's your training partner,
That's a fact. And, I mean, dudes, like, they going to practice, they're going to come and they going to practice hard. But me, been doing this for 15 odd years, like, in the back of my head, I know, like, this shit, I mean, it matters, of course. But, like we ain't, bro, I'm not about to fucking fight tooth and nail for you. Like, of course I do in practice, but, like, I'm not willing to die in this practice. You know what I'm saying? Like you are. Like trying to prove your point because I am who I am. Or
and ain't no like cameras here. We ain't getting paid for this today. Ain't nothing like.
Exactly. That's why I like going to, like you said, to talk about the gyms I'm from, Valley Flow Striking a lot because everybody there has status. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They have status in the MMA world. My main training partners, Carlos Hernandez, Nicky Gary, they're both in the UFC. So
right. So they know what's up.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, and shit, if I'm gonna get my ass today. It's gonna be about one of them.
Right.
That's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you got to be on every single day in that room. That room was the best of the best. Like, you got to be a killer, a lion. And if you come, and I'm the type of dude to where I get up 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock p.m. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am.
Right.
Ballet Flow, they practice 10:30 sharp, so it makes me stay disciplined, go to sleep early. If I don't go to sleep early, that's my ass. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because these dudes are 100% professional. They ain't cutting no corners. So if I cut a little corner, then it ain't gonna.
You only cheating yourself. You're not cheating them. You go cheat yourself.
Exactly,
and it's go pay.
It's gonna be a long day, and it's gonna be a long ride home too. I mean, it's 45 minutes away. I'm thinking about how I got my answer for 45 minutes. You know. Right.
I wasted gas to go up there and bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Play it myself twice.
Right. It's not good to be the best person in the room. That's why I love being there. But you also got to reevaluate yourself a little bit if you leaving and getting your ass up every single day. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a double-edged sword there. You know, like I know I'm in the right room because I'm getting over on these. Like, these people are whooping my ass every day. I'm not the big fish.
Right. It's still work to be done.
Exactly, bro.
Right. When you feel like it's no more work to be done at this level, that's when you change location.
Yeah, and it's easy to get complacent because people just look at results right away. This dude won or he lost. He's great or he ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So after you rattle off a few wins, man, you feel it, bro. You see the support. You know, people text you and shit. I done been on the other side where I lost and it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? So in this sport, there's no middle ground unless you're Hall of Fame fighter.
You're either at the top or you're not.
Exactly, like or if you're somebody like Nate Diaz or some shit, to where if you lose, they don't care. You fucking
right. You the people's champ.
Yeah, you Nate. Exactly.
Yeah, right.
Exactly what I'm saying.
You got Nate. Your own entity within the organization.
If you ain't one of them, like Connor, one of them dudes, you either great or you ain't. You know what I'm saying? So
especially if you're not in the top 5, you.
Yep. That's why you gotta just fall in love with the process. You know what I'm saying? But shout out my girlfriend, of course. Shout out Valley Flow Striking. Shout out my uncle Danny Moraine. That's where me and him got connected at. That's his head coach as well.
Right.
Me and my uncle been at this shit for like 15 years now. He was doing jiu-jitsu at this place called Team Trinity. And I'm like 5-6 years old. And, I go to my Pam's house on the weekends and shit. And he used to come on the weekend like, hey, we used to practice right there in the living room. Hey, I learned this today. Let's do it. And we used to fucking drill like crazy. Like, he fell in love with the sport, and like that was my man. Like, that Uncle Danny was him back then. You know, he still is him, but like back then, that was like me and him was like this. So he fell in love with it. I fell in love with it too. Then a few years after that, I started wrestling, and that's history. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I hated it at first. I hated wrestling at first. My dad came in. I remember one day, I'll never forget. Fucking, I'm at my mom's, and my dad comes to get me on the weekend sometime, and we had a tournament Sunday, but I was going to wrestling. I went to wrestling because I thought it was fucking WWE, and it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I guess I go in a room. I see. I'm like, oh fuck, this ain't WWE, but I guess I'll do this. You know?
Right. I'm here now.
So I'm doing it, and I got extremely lucky at the time. You know, when you're fucking 8 or 9 years old, you just want to go home, watch cartoons, watch WWE, Raw vs. SmackDown or some shit.
Right.
Eat your fruit roll-ups and go fucking bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he came on the weekend one time and he was like, hey, we got a tournament tomorrow. I've been getting my ass up in the room every fucking day. Like, it's these 3 brothers called their name is the Hawkins Boys. And them dudes are something serious. They was all national champs. You know, 2 of them were younger than me. One was a year older than me. Even the younger ones fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 8 years old, so it got to the point where I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't had a good day in wrestling. I'm not even good at this. So my dad comes and gets me. He's like, no, we going to this tournament. I'm not like, nah, he ain't going. My dad's like, nah, put your shit on. We fucking going.
Right.
And I'm like, my dad drove over here. I don't want to go.
Oh yeah, it's over with.
Let me get the fucking car. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I go. And I fucking scrape everybody, bro. Like, big time. My dad's like, see, what the fuck I tell you? And I'm like, in my head, because what caused me to scrape everybody, I'm like, this dude, their name is Shondell, Shamar, and Chavez. I'm like, this dude ain't Shondell. This dude ain't Chavez. This dude is like half of what he is. You know what I'm saying? So I'm running through them because my practice partners are big time. You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to what we were talking about of being in a room just where I just got extremely lucky, to be honest. Like, my genetics, okay, that plays a part, but
definitely
being like when you first start this, having a person to sculpt you, you know what I'm saying, or a room or a team to sculpt
a mentor, a training partner that's where y'all at the same level, and then y'all grow organically. That helps, and then like
Facts, bro.
definitely like having, like you said, Coach Danny, having a person like that,
or having that one motherfucker in the room, you like,
yeah,
switch partners, you like, I'm avoiding this motherfucker, but he
right,
like, hey, let's
right,
go. You like, fuck, let me take my licks today. But this is
yeah,
OP. Gets the whole time. It's good for you. You know, you're gonna be
right,
way better, and you're gonna grow from that.
yeah. That's how it was when I was starting out. Like, yeah, I had size and everything, but it was just that. It was super raw. It was just shit,
naked,
just fight or flight. Yeah,
you fucking feel naked. You don't know what to do. You feel like this dude's always setting shit up. You
right.
know, like, and then it gets addicting because you piece. It's like a tree, and then you like start to piece everything together. Then you add the branches, and then all of a sudden you got leaves, and now you fucking fully grown. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and then shit, you look around, you 2 fights in, or
right. Yeah, like you killing
right.
shit, bro. Like,
yeah, and it's only been what, this is the second year, and
second year for you.
Yeah, and I know people
to feel at home.
definitely. At first I was, cause like I'm a very athletic person. Like
Facts.
I played so many sports growing up, and I think it's a difference between like a fighter and someone who's trying to emulate a fighter, or like
100%.
say like a football player trying to emulate a hooper. Just you can tell when it's naturally there, or and it's just somebody who's athletic trying to do it. I feel like I'm at the turning point to where I'm,
a fighter.
Yeah, being able to put it all together without having to think about it.
Yeah, facts, bro.
Yeah.
So like you said, that's dope, because now you know like your go-to punches.
Right.
You know what works on other people.
Right.
You know what you can go to when it gets sticky. You know your favorite things to do. You know how to move, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the beginning for you, bro. And this is when it gets fun. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, mastering the basics, and that's something Coach Danny preaches on the most. Cause like when shit hits the fan, or like when somebody takes one of your tools away, or you hurt your hand or whatever, and like you gotta be able to win the fight with a nice jab, or you can win the fight with just a solid 1-2, or just very basic stuff that you stack on top of each other. Facts. That look like something cool.
Yeah, and the saying, I don't know if this is right or not. If it's wrong, I'll apologize. But I think the saying is like, don't fear a man who practices 1,000 things one time. Fear the man that practices one thing 1,000 times. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because if he practices that one thing 1,000 times, like look at
he's a master of it.
Yeah, like fucking look at Khabib. Right. People like that, like 1,000, just like you know what I mean. You guys know what I mean when I say that. But
you can't be you can never be a master of 1,000 things, because you never you can't put enough energy into one thing to actually
Like people want, like some dudes, like, I mean, I understand people want to be well rounded, but that shit takes time, bro. Why do you think there's only so many people at the top, or only so many champions and stuff like that? It takes time to get there. You gotta be focused. You gotta be 100% in. If you're 98% in this shit, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, you definitely gotta put all your eggs in one basket. And
that's what made me notice you, bro. Is you were always in the fucking gym. You shredded as fuck now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And good for you. Not so fortunate for me. Dudes at my size retire at like 35, right? Or they don't retire at 35. They start seeing decline at that. Right. Dudes at your size fight, power don't go. So they could fight like 40s and still look decent. You know what I mean?
I was just watching Romero last night.
That man's crazy, bro.
He beat the dog boy.
Which fight?
I forgot the dude's name, but the dude had on blue shorts. He had a full sleeve here.
I'm usually good at this, but since I'm on the spot, I don't know. But
I'm a look at it.
Was it in UFC?
No, this is Bellator. Yeah.
Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. A dude from Wisconsin.
Yeah, exactly.
He's from Wisconsin, right?
Yeah, he is.
Curly hairs.
Yeah, but he had a braided.
Just walked up and he was on the ground. Walked up, uppercut his ass. Like
yeah. Bro, the last 10 seconds he got to it.
Yeah.
He was telling the crowd, hold on.
Facts. Yeah, it was different, bro.
Yeah, he that guy over there.
Yeah.
I wish he would have did that against Adesanya. I don't know what.
That's a fact. But it's dope. He fights in Chicago June 16th. I'll definitely beat her.
Man, I'm gonna try to slide to that.
Might as well, bro.
How the tickets be? They be decent?
bro, cheaper than my tickets at APFC. They hit $50.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'll go see him for sure. I'll go see.
And I ain't gonna give away the sauce, but you get there $50 and like halfway through the card, people, the dude that the person came to see lost or something like that, people start dipping out. So,
then you slide down. Type shit.
So
Yeah.
Go ahead, buy a little 50 and go ahead get over there with Patch, and we gonna get you situated.
Bro. So let's see what else I got up for us. Oh yeah, let's talk about the actual card that you fighting on. It's the APFC card. This is what, their 5th promotion they put on?
Sure, bro. Maybe, yeah.
But it's relatively new.
It's dope for being new. I fuck with APFC. Shout out APFC.
Yeah.
They're my guys.
For being just a fan at your last one, shit, I was happy with it. I was happy with the production of it. Yeah. And it was real professional. And you see a lot of guys who got their opportunity.
Yep.
People capitalize.
Hey, real recognize real, man. I had a lot of promotions to where, I thought that they push lesser talent than me. You know what I mean? Or like guys who like do everything the perfect right way. Like you interview them and they're like, oh, I mean, I love God. Shout out God.
Yeah,
that's him. You know what I mean? But like guys who like just are stale. Like we seen a million of you, bro.
Right.
Stop saying that you like shout out to this. Like stop trying to be the perfect. Just be yourself. You know what I mean? And it would pay off for them actually because they would push those dudes over me. But shout out to APFC, real recognize real. They fucking with me, man. They fucking with Patch. This actually I wore this shirt. This is the colorway.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's Milwaukee Bucks colorway. I got a little purple in here for the throwback right here. Mm-hmm. I got the PC original names on the back, so we finna be rocking out in fashion, man. Shout out Milwaukee, man. We coming to wreak havoc. Whatever it is. We come do something. We coming to win. How about that?
Yeah, y'all go fellas for sure.
Yes.
Have you had any like personal talks with Pettis since you've been?
We DM back and forth a little bit. I talked to his guy, his best friend Damien, who's the head honcho at APFC, and he said that Pettis was looking for me after the last fight, but I was the last fight, and it was so hectic,
man. He had his girl, he had his daughter with him.
Facts. You know what I mean. So and everybody's taking pictures with him. I didn't want to be one of those dudes, just like overwhelming or anything, but. It's actually pretty fucking flattering that he went out of his way to inbox me about my performance. That means I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
You notice by the right people in the room. You never know who in the room. That's why you always got to make sure you're on your P's and Q's and you never cut corners.
That's some savage shit that you just said because I didn't know he was there. Mm-hmm. Like cause I fought after the main card. I was a post limb.
Oh, you thought he would have been left?
I thought he was long gone, bro. Like everybody, half the venue was going except for my people. It was still hella well. He was rocking that bitch.
Shout out to him for staying for his fighters.
Shout out to him for staying because he definitely got lucky and caught the best show of that night.
Right. I was so where I was taking my picture and stuff. I was right behind the table where he was sitting at, so I can hear his conversation. And like I say, he was asking about you and asking, is this the hometown favorite type
that's
shit?
Dope as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I mean that's decent as hell. That actually that motivates me for this weekend.
I was gonna say you can say you can motivate you, man. You gotta make his ass see that it wasn't a fluke or and
my brand is just it's still not. I want to go down as the greatest of fucking all time. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's still not close to where it is, but it's good to see progress. It's good to be like, all right, I've been doing this 15 years. Let me finally, I'm finally getting some recognition. That's why, bro, fucking shout out APFC because their marketing of me, like how I want it to be, is exactly how I pictured it. Like if I was a part of APFC and I was building myself, they got that shit on point, bro.
Right.
Like I love every second of it. Like. It's perfect.
Yeah, I know. When I first started doing stuff for the gym and whatever, I asked Danny. I was like, cause I think it was one day I was cutting his hair, and I was just talking about, cause this is when I found out you got a agency, right?
Yeah.
So
Iridium.
I was
shout out to Iridium too. Shout out Jason House. That's my guy.
So I was asking him about that and everything like that, and I was like, yeah, he needs marketing. Then obviously everybody in the fight world understands the grind of trying to become or coming from an amateur to get to the pro and know about the money and how it's really no money for years starting out. So like things like marketing is hard to afford, and like it's many ways you can help people, help your friends out, help your brothers out, especially when y'all got the same goal. And then me being able to have access to marketing equipment and like being able to put a promotional piece together. If that's all I can offer the people who putting in the same dedication to me, why not? You know,
bro. Appreciate you though. Hey. You yourself has been growing my brand like with professionalized pictures. Like it's easy to post, bro. Like, right. Sometimes like I would have to create some shit myself, which I'm pretty good at. You know, I had a decent name in the Emmys. You know what I mean? Right. But when you came around, the professional pictures, the Pat's video that we released that I put on Instagram, all of that shit is dope, bro. Yeah. Like, this whole year, basically this whole year, ever since last year's summer, it's been rolling. It's actually hard to like sit back and like be like, damn, I'm doing it. You know what I mean? Right. Because kind of I ain't really done shit yet, but
it's always something. It's always something new to do. I mean, like
that's a fact.
If you ain't got the belt yet, it's still still work to be done. And even when you get there, it's still more work to be done. Like even like the 2 wins that I have, the first thing I do is watch it over 1,000 times to see if I can find a different mistake that I made and get back to it. Like I took a week off after this fight, and I was bro.
Do that too. I was whatever the fuck I want
right.
After the fight.
I was miserable, low key. I was at the crib bored.
No, it gets like that, bro. Like it hits like Thursday
or
Wednesday.
I'm like, damn, this been a long week. I ain't
like,
did
what
nothing.
The fuck? I'm not finna eat them chips, bro. I had them chips already. You know what I mean? It's
right.
Damn. Let me get back to it. I get like that too. I usually take my week though, because my family, of course.
Yeah.
I gotta pay them back. All the sacrifices they've made for me. Like.
Yeah, I was telling my girl, please, just hold on one more week. Just one, like, bro, it's fight week. Just please.
Like, sorry, I'm irritated. I'm acting grumpy as fuck right now, but I promise it's gonna pay off.
Yeah, I was like,
afterwards, decent, man.
I was like, yeah, I don't want to be up this early running or be at the gym this late neither. Like,
yeah, right. You think I want to do this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been said fuck this shit. I'm just, I gotta do this shit. But
right.
I get like that too sometimes, but you just gotta. After it, it's definitely all worth it, bro. Like that feeling when you fucking win, bro, is insane. Like,
it makes everything worth it.
Yeah, it's not like just a fucking like. I've been like on a basketball team where we've won a game before.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool.
Right.
This shit ain't cool. It's a different feeling. You know what I mean? It's like
for me, it's not a for me when I won this last fight, it wasn't a selfish. I don't know. It was 50-50 because how dude was talking crazy.
Yeah.
But I can hear my family supporting me. It's going crazy. I knocked him out in front of my corner. I think.
That Cook, right?
Yeah. I can hear it. It was coming up short, and then I can hear Coach Danny. He said, you leaving it short, step into it. So that's what I did, and just thinking about like
he hit that.
Yeah, man, that shit was crazy.
Shit.
It went, bro. His people was crickets.
Yeah,
they got out there fast.
That's the best feeling, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the best fucking feeling, especially if somebody talking like that.
Yeah.
I actually had nobody talk to me like that. Can you remember, Jess? Anybody talk to me? No,
it's funny because we was in the line. I was behind him in the line the weigh-ins.
Yeah.
He didn't say not one word to me.
Until you got in the
bro. Until after he got on the scale and I was about to get on the scale. Yeah. Then that's when he got to talking crazy.
He got tough, blah blah. Still got fat on his body, bro. Watch out, man. We know what's going on.
But I didn't know what gym he was from until
CFT, right?
Yeah. So who filmed me? I think AJ filmed me in. He was like, yeah, that's we don't mess with them like that.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah. Hey, shout out them though. We need a rivalry. Shit.
Right.
They're
yeah.
I train with dudes who train at CFT. We're not the same weight. Like Bilal Muhammad goes to VFS and I go to VFS. He trains at CFT. So shout out CFT. They got some characters over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't know Bilal was from Chicago until his fight.
Yeah.
Until like the week of.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck too. He actually start supporting me too. Follow me on Instagram, commenting on my stuff. So shout out to Bilal, man. He's cool dude, and he climbing the ranks. He keep winning fights that nobody thinks he's gonna win. Which is
right.
You know what I mean?
I forgot who I was talking. This was a while ago too. I think I was watching something, and I was actually watching a Tyson podcast, and he was talking about some of his favorite fighters, and I forgot the dude's name, but it was a fighter that nobody know too much about, and he was saying that some fighters they fight above their talent level, like when the lights get on them, and like they're fighting somebody, it's the over and they're the underdog, like they are them type of scrappy fighters who fight higher than what they are, and then they mess around and lose the easy ones that
I'm not gonna say that like I'm one of them dudes that I lose to somebody that I'm better than, of course, but I'm definitely a dude that's fucking, you put the lights on, it's hard to beat me, I'll tell you that much. Like I'm definitely it's dudes who are like, I call it growing up, like, damn, bro, you in a practice Hall of Fame. Like you don't.
Oh yeah, type shit.
Like,
you hitting the hell out these pads today.
Yeah. Or like we sparring, you knocking niggas out, and then we go and you in the fight and you shit the bed. You know what I mean? Like some dudes, I never understood that because I was always the complete opposite. You know what I mean? But
that's something. Dinos was telling me after my first fight.
Shout out Johnny Dan.
Shout out to my boy. And all the fighters, if you need shirts made for y'all shit, hit them up. Yes, but he was talking to me about after the first fight, and he was saying that you prove what you have to prove. Cause I was telling him about the mistakes that I saw that I made. He was like, the biggest thing to take away from this fight is that when it comes time to fight, that you can actually perform.
That's what Johnny Dang said?
Yeah.
No, that's right. He big on that though.
Right.
Like
don't get the capping now.
Like,
right.
We came up together. That's how you gotta be, bro. Like
type shit. Yeah.
You practice to perform.
Right.
You don't practice is not the performance. You know what I mean? So once them, like, you gotta keep that same energy. Like not like I'm talking shit and I gotta keep the same. No, not just like. I don't know. Some fighters just can't turn it on when the lights come on. I just can't relate. So I can't speak on that, but I feel sorry for them.
Right.
Relate, though.
It's just, it's probably the outside noise, like.
Yeah, or they care a little bit too much. I mean, I'm not gonna say they care too much, or they just like. They don't. You gotta get in there and just fucking. When I get in there, I don't think. And the fight, I've thought to myself like 2 fights, and it's the fights I shit the bed like. And luckily that happened in amateurs. Like, if I think to myself, if I'm, like, watching myself fight, I'm not that type. I'm not the type of dude to be in there thinking and try to dissect. I'm in there, I don't think, I just fucking do. You know what I mean?
I was watching Joe Rogan's podcast with Sandhagen.
Right. That dude.
He a dog.
He's a fucking dog.
And
I'm glad that you like Sandhagen because that dude, I'm a big fan of him.
Out of the pure strikers and the UFC as a whole, he is somebody who impresses me. Even since when he fought Dillashaw, that was his first fight back, right? Yeah. So.
Yeah, he showed his ass. I mean, he been showing his ass.
Yeah, and he was saying that like he was talking about like how his stretch of wins that he's going on and how he's got better. He was talking about his approach to the fight. He was saying he was this guy who he had like this killer mentality, and he was trying to hype himself up, for the fight. And then when that wasn't working, he was like, "Damn, like where did I go wrong?"
Yeah.
And then he was like, then he switched it up to let me be loose, let me be myself, let me be happy, let me just go in there and be clear-minded and just loose. All right, so I was talking about Sandhagen.
Yeah.
So, he was basically talking about his mindset and like how he changed that, and that is something that really stuck with me. And then like I was reflecting on it again after my fight, because I don't know, that was the first time I didn't been in like a different state of mind, because I was that type of person. Let me get myself hyped up and everything like that.
Yeah.
Getting like a locked in type mode.
Right.
But you would think even with all the shit talking and stuff like that, I would like bought in that, but I was just happy.
Right.
I was low key just happy the whole day. I didn't understand why.
He was trying to get you to fight fire.
Yeah.
He didn't want that either, but you know what I mean?
No, he didn't want that. Because, I mean, I was going to beat his ass anyways.
Right.
But when he did that, I was going to beat the fuck out of him. Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. He set himself up for failure on that one.
Yeah, he set himself. He disrespected you by even taking the fight. You know
but, yeah, we low key did have a talk after that. And I was telling him, I'm like, shit, I ain't got nothing against, you know, you and what you was doing. I'm like, if that's going to be what you going to do, you just go have to get better.
That's a fact,
right?
Bro.
You go have to get on your Kobe Cup and shit.
Yeah, you gotta have a skill set behind that though.
Yeah, but like people dislike him. People say what they want about him, but they don't discredit his
no
his fighting abilities.
Only the major haters do that.
Right. So you have an extensive background in grappling. More so wrestling, right?
Correct, yes.
So, what would you rather be known as? Would you rather be known as an elite grappler, elite striker, a complete fighter?
What do I like to be known as? That's a great question, bro. I actually haven't. I got asked this question before, but I've never really thought about it. Like thought about it.
Right.
I'd say it can. Of course, I want to be known as a complete fighter, but. I want to be known as a mean motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So,
true.
I just want to be somebody who in there and they ruthless, like
right.
Somebody who you get nightmares about fighting, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's either me or that's my motto, that's my go-to.
You don't get no answers for it.
Bro, it's either me or you, and it's not gonna be me. Like
type shit.
100%. Like, of course, like people are gonna accept fights against me, but it's disrespectful to even take a fucking fight against me, bro. Like it's me against. I mean, it's you against Pat City, it's you against my girl, it's you against my... Like, you trying to take food off of my plate, trying to crush my dreams. Like, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but this is just how I feel, and this is who I am. Is
right.
People are like, show sportsmanship, and like, I understand, like, yeah, showing sportsmanship and shit, but at the end of the day, bro, fuck whoever I'm fighting. Like,
right.
Point blank, bro. Like, you basically said, fuck me, except in this fight, so it's fuck you.
Right.
Point, like... Bro, I got a daughter. I got a fee behind this. Like, I got a girlfriend that I promised that I'll get a certain place. Like, she sacrificed so much to be with me.
Right.
When
this
I had
is
everything
not for the
against
weak
me.
at
You know
all.
what I'm saying? So it's like, motherfucker, you gonna take a fight against me? You gonna show up and try to crush my dreams? Yeah, all right. Watch this. Eat these. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I were to be known for something, it'd just be being fucking ruthless and mean, just leaving it out there every fucking time. Like,
right.
Fuck all the technique. If you see me fight, like you see my last fight, I have in my opinion, I think that technique-wise, I'm flawless. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's just my thought process. Mm-hmm. Like you mentioned, Corey Sanhagen, it's different, bro.
Right.
Like the technique is, you're not even gonna think your technique's gonna be there because all the hours you put in the gym, how many years I've been doing this shit. So
right.
Just change your fucking mentality, and that's the difference between a lot of results, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So is that the main difference between a amateur and a pro fighter?
What is that?
Mentality and then also work ethic.
The main difference between an amateur and a pro fighter, I think, is experience.
Right.
The difference between me and everybody else is mentality. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like, I just think that separates me. Like, it's some motherfuckers out there who think like me, like Conor in his prime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be Conor McGregor, but me and him share a lot of similarities, I believe. Like thought process and shit. Like, bro, fuck this motherfucker. Like, I'll show you sportsmanship after the fight, but before the fight, like, why am I shaking your hand? Why am I bowing to you? Like, I'm not gonna.
This is war.
Be stupid retarded like your opponent and not have shit to back. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably was good. He just wasn't you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You put more hours in the gym. You won that fight before fight night.
It's funny you said that because you can fact check this with Danny. I told him this like more than once. I was like, all I got to do is outwork him for 9 more minutes. Like, I've been outworking him for months.
Yes, bro.
I was like, the fight is already won right here in practice.
Bro.
Yeah.
100%, bro. That's 100% fact, bro. Just like putting in work is amazing. That's the most important fucking thing in MMA, bro. It's like whoever works the hardest is gonna make it the farthest.
Right.
Blank.
Yeah.
How it goes.
Oh, so kind of piggybacking off of what we were just talking about, when it comes down to the highest level of mixed martial arts, which is the UFC promotion, what fighting style do you feel works the best at that level?
I love this question. I love every question you're asking. These questions are dope, bro. Appreciate you. But what fight style do I think works the best?
Yeah.
And, well, I mean, if you think about it, you kind of got to go with statistics, bro. Them motherfuckers from Dagestan over there doing their thing.
They got that shit sold up right now.
Yeah, so it's like, you got to go with that style. What style I like watching the most? I mean, if you take somebody from Dagestan, like Khabib,
right,
I'm with that all fucking day. He taking you down and
to places
eat these. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's lovely to watch. I love that. Somebody who just walk forward. Oh, you threw a kick in my head. Cool. I'm taking you down. I'm gonna do my thing. You can't stop that.
Right.
But the one style I like to watch the best is somebody with some crispy ass striking, bro.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, man. That's like art. Wrestling and jiu-jitsu is art for sure, but just somehow, like, painting that picture when you're a striker, like, perfect picture like that is, you can't compare it. I mean, that's why, like, all the biggest stars in UFC, besides Khabib, I would say, and, like, a DC or guys who, like, have great
are high-level strikers.
Yeah.
Adesanya, high-level striker.
It's beautiful to watch, bro. Like, fucking, even Pereira, the dude that Izzy, fucking, bro, like, that shit is amazing. Like,
because the margin,
fucking sit there and you know what I mean?
Just throw them bitches,
Yeah, and throw them with mean intensity, but just have technique behind them, setting shit up like chest and stuff like that. Yeah, that's beautiful, bro. So I don't know if I answered your question, but I kind of answered two questions in one. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like if I had to answer the question, I would say obviously the grappling
Facts.
is the best. Like as far as longevity, like you're not gonna get punched that much if you're a high level grappler.
That's a fact. You can control where the fight goes. You know what I mean? You're like, all right, this dude piecing me up and take him down. Oh, I'm better on the feet than this dude. I'm gonna keep it here. You know what I mean? So an elite grappler probably is. Probably is.
And then people who don't have like a long wrestling history, they're gonna tire out. Like that ride time, man.
Motherfucker, I swear.
That ride time is something different. And then like. This is something I learned like a couple years ago, just being like a student of the game and just watching UFC and Joe Rogan podcast.
I saw that fucking. That's describing my life right now.
Man, just talking about like the difference between grapplers and then traditional jiu-jitsu grapplers. The difference between learning when to let a choke go or a hold go so you don't tire yourself out or stuff like that too. So yeah. The next question, let me see. What's your hot take on your greatest of all time Mount Rushmore?
Okay, so Mount Rushmore has how many people on it? Because I wasn't that good at school.
It's 4, right?
Math dude.
I think it's 4.
4?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Or you can do a top 5.
All right, bet it up. So I'm finna go off the top. It might be spicy. It might be hot. This is my top 5.
Right.
DKO top 5. This ain't. If anybody, when I get in the UFC, don't come back and watch this shit and be mad and trying to see me at PI and try to get. So obviously John Jones. Yeah. People are like, oh, take the steroids. Bro, everybody was on fucking steroids back then. Yeah. Give it to John. All right, that's cool. Number 2, this is when it gets hard because it's John by a mile. Number 2, sorry, Pat City, because y'all gonna disagree. You're gonna have to come on this motherfucker and talk your own shit.
Right.
Man, this is a hot take, but I gotta go Demetrius Johnson, bro.
Shit ain't a hot take for me.
All right, I'm that. Look,
hey, they tried to write that man off. What do you do? Bro, go get another belt. Lose it. Get another one.
And like that second fight with Kozeuluh, I thought he won too. So I'm stamping him at 2. And it was a point in time he didn't have any competition at all.
He cleared the division.
Yeah, facts. And then people are like, nobody was there. For a reason, motherfucker. If it wasn't DJ, that division probably would get more numbers because it'd be more competitive. People want to watch people compete. People don't want to watch a fucking whitewash every fucking time. And he's just going out there, just doing his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that man could have held 2 belts whenever he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And being so small.
Yeah, he is tiny. Number
3, the Spider. Gotta go Anderson Silva.
Right.
Because he's
originator.
Facts, bro. He got the most. It was a time to where, like, bro, it felt like a fucking decade. Like, this dude, I've been fighting for a long time, and this motherfucker was so unbeatable. It got to the point I ain't even like him no more. I just like, bro, somebody beat this dude, man. Like, damn, because like half his fights, the back half of his fights in his prime were boring because he was toying with motherfuckers because he didn't have no competition.
Right.
So like my dad's like, and my uncle are like, man, this motherfucker, they need to strip him. He's like, yeah, but ain't nobody here to threaten him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he was doing that. First one to do like the Matrix and shit. He was fucking dope. So right. Anderson Silva. Mm-hmm. 4. Shit. Now it's getting harder. Right. My number 4 is Conor McGregor. You gotta throw Conor in there, man. You gotta throw Conor in there. We got a lot of people who wouldn't be watching this shit if it wasn't for Conor. You know,
he's definitely one of the trailblazers of the sport. And like, I forgot which fighter said. I think John Jones said this. He was like, he's damn near like, what other fighter do you know that's damn near bigger than the actual organization itself?
Bro, he's like the only person to ever fucking do that shit, bro.
Okay, how many fighters you know in history of, what is it, 30 years of the UFC? How many you know is a billionaire or close to being a billionaire?
And like, how many could just, like, it's one thing to fucking just call your shot, but bro, you doing it to Jose Aldo who ain't lost in 10 years. You doing it to fucking Chad Mendes. I had him losing half them fights, and he won them all. You know what I'm saying? So
predicted
like,
most of them.
Yeah, and it's always better to be loved or hated than to be in the middle. If you're in the middle, you're gonna fall in there.
You're gonna fizzle out, yeah.
Yeah, fact. So either somebody hate you like Colby,
right?
Somebody love you like, I don't fucking know, somebody, but
Big Mouth, everybody love him.
Yeah, Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
I fuck with Kevin Holland. He does his thing. I just won't bet on him. I'm a degenerate. I'll never bet on him. He talks too much. But yeah, I like Kevin Holland. He's cool. And I miss him. I got number 5, right? I get one.
Yeah, you can do shit. You can turn into a top 5.
Let's go 5. That's my Mount Rushmore. Cause how the fuck? It's Conor, bro. Come on. But number 5. This is the hardest one because I only got one more spot on it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to defaulted to give it to Conor. I would say, let me not fucking play with this.
Damn, who's left?
No, I mean it's between GSP and Khabib in my opinion. I mean, a lot of my friends in PC are gonna say, "Oh, Khabib ain't really fighting nobody," but that motherfucker, he ain't never show any sign of, you know what I'm saying? Like he would, except for against Conor, you know what I'm saying? And even that was close, but it had close moments, but it was like we all knew who was gonna win at the end of that fight, man. So
I think I will put GSP over
Khabib.
Yeah, just because, like,
bro, I feel that.
I mean, just because
I'm off recency bias. That's my problem, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. GSP. I remember it was a time where I was just watching, bro, just like documentaries on all the top fighters from the past, like GSP and stuff like that, and just really the way he came into the organization and took it over, and then like after he, like when he came back, it's really when he came back. Which did it to get the belt back. Then in like the fashion he did it.
He came back and beat Bisping and shit.
Yeah, so that's what did it for me.
Who was my top 3? Do you remember? It was John, DJ, and Conor was 4.
Conor was 4.
Who the hell was 3?
Silva.
That's a 3 then. We're good. But I was gonna say, GSP got an argument to be in there because like Anderson couldn't out wrestle a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't out grapple a jiu-jitsu black belt. You know, he could strike with strikers because he was a striker. But GSP could out strike a striker. Yeah. Out wrestle a wrestler. Fucking grapple with jiu-jitsu guys. So 5B.
Yeah, and it's funny because GSP wasn't even like comfortable with his wrestling abilities, and then he said this in the podcast, but just one day it just click. Like,
yeah. I mean, that's what happens when you got him in just a fucking championship mindset like he had. You know what I'm saying? I'll die before I'm not a UFC champion. You know, that dude was for real. He was serious. In his own way. Like, he comes off as nerdy and shit, but that dude's fucking savage.
Yeah. The one thing that I like about John Jones is like,
speaking of John, see this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, that is the question that I'm gonna ask you right after this.
Yeah.
But you remember when Anthony Smith was talking about John Jones? He was like, he's basically trying to say he's not great at one thing. It's not one thing specifically that he's great at.
Yeah.
Which was it was just, I don't know. I can see what he was trying to say, but it didn't come off as intelligent.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But
man, what the fuck you mean this motherfucker ain't great? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Right. He's like the closest thing to a modern day complete fighter. Like wherever you want to take the game, that's where like he's still gonna beat you at it.
His skill ain't like all the way to the left or all the way to the right. It's perfectly evened out. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to you, and it's fucking.
And it's funny, like if he chooses to take it to the ground, it's gonna be a long night. If he chooses to stay on the feet, like it's gonna be a long night still.
He was an Olympian, and John did. I mean, like John never lost, bro. So he's fought the best of the best. He's fought fucking. He's the I'm not gonna start basketball talk, but he's the LeBron of the UFC, bro. Like he's fucking washed out like 3 different generations at this point.
Right.
The Rampage Jacksons. Took them out when he was mine. Yeah. Was fucking crazy.
When he was in his early 20s.
Yeah. So my goat, me being a goat might be out the window, but I'm gonna be somebody goat. I'll be my daughter's goat.
Right. That's all that matters.
Facts, bro. He fucking the middle of his career, he was taking out DC and shit. And then he just came and fucking beat Cyril Gane, the UFC.
After a layover, after the people. Y'all, this is y'all man's?
Exactly.
Like the people y'all...
Exactly. Man. Shout out John. I got paid that fight too. So yeah, John, he's dope, bro. Most talented motherfucker ever.
So have you ever met him before? Or
Never met him.
Okay, so this is going to be your first time.
First time meeting him. First time seeing him in person.
Man, actually. He could be big as hell.
Big as fuck. Yeah, he's walking around looking like a fucking UFC. I mean, like a NFL something. I ain't going to say linebacker because his legs are skinny as hell. Something.
Yeah. He, bro, that whole lineage is crazy.
It's crazy as fuck.
Man.
Brothers in the NFL, you're the GOAT in the UFC. That's some genetics for you right there, man.
Man, to be as big as he is and still be the smallest one out the group, bro, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And his brothers say that like, shit, he be throwing their ass around. You know, they bigger than him,
facts.
So yeah.
They got Super Bowl rings, bro. They got that trophy wall at their parents' house is full like a motherfucker, bro. Man. All different types of sports. That's dope though.
But yeah, let's see. What's the best advice you say you gotten from like a pro or like, you know, somebody that's in a higher position than yourself?
Shit, Trey. Good thing we got all night, bro.
Man.
All right, let's see. The best advice I've gotten from somebody ever.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna be straight the fuck up. I was 9 years old, or 8. No, it was 9 years old before. All right, it's gonna be kind of complicated. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible because it's a simple ass answer, but I want people to understand.
Mm-hmm.
Age 9 to 10 is we're called midgets in wrestling. Right. Bantams is like 8 and under. Age 9 to 10 is midgets.
Right.
I was going downstate. I was 9 years old. I was fucking terrified. I'm wrestling 10-year-olds. I'm 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? I've been wrestling for a year, and my coach Fuqua told me, hey, in his own words, fuck this motherfucker. Walk out there like you gotta carry your balls like this.
Right.
Like this motherfucker can't fuck with you.
Right.
Like facts. Like, hey, fuck him.
Looking the part is half the battle.
Yeah, and I'm 9 years old, and I'm like, I thought it was the coolest shit ever. But he kind of scared me as a coach, so I'm like, but it motivated the fuck out of me.
Right.
So that's my little short answer. Just somebody who just told me like, bro, walk out there like you the fucking man, because you are the man.
Right.
Like, fuck him.
Yeah.
And it's not even about your opponent. It's about you and how you carry yourself. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Other advice I've gotten from guys like, technique-wise, like, do this more and do that more. But that really don't touch me. Like, of course it touches me, but mentality shit touches me different.
Yeah, some shit that'll click, you know.
Yeah. Like when I corner people.
Right.
I corner backward, Anthony Jackson. I know him like the back of my hand. We grew up together and everything. And when I corner him, that motherfucker, like when you're in a fight, that's my uncle's job.
Right.
That's Danny's, Coach Danny. Sorry, it's my uncle. I call him my uncle. He's my uncle, but Coach Danny. So that's his job, is to yell the technical shit. I'm not gonna talk over him. He got that aspect.
Yeah. When it come time to I'm cornering you, my job is to get you through this motherfucker.
Facts. Yeah. Right. So one fight, Anthony came to the corner, was fucking tired as fuck after the second round. Not because he was out of shape, because it was a fucking war.
Right.
You gotta. Not, he ain't trying to hear no fucking technique. Yeah. You gotta get him through these next 3 minutes. All the other shit's out the window. Like, hey, bro, I'm a math dude.
Right.
We 66% through this fucking fight.
Right.
What's he gonna do the last 33? Look around. This
Right.
the lights. We here.
Right.
What's he gonna do? Your mom right there. Your little brother right there.
Right.
Your pops right there. We either gonna leave happy as fuck or we gonna leave fucking. You know, we can only fight once every month, 2, 3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So you gotta. Let's go.
Right.
Come on, let's get the fuck.
If you're not willing to turn this shit up right now, you might as well not get off the stool.
Right. So advice to me goes way longer when it comes to mentality. Way longer. Like, of course, technique.
Yeah.
But I'm a mentality guy for sure. I'm probably gonna be a motivational speaker one fuck. Hopefully I am.
Yeah. I think it's crazy that like it's really crazy that I'm one in the fighting world now and two in this world. Yeah.
You're doing your thing.
It's different. It's way different. Like it's such a benefit as far as mentality and then just combat sports in general, like the way it shapes your mind and definitely teach you how to control like your emotions, control your mind, have a clear thought of mind when everything is chaotic around you. Being in a cage, you in a locked in environment, people saying what they saying in the crowd, it's loud. You got somebody who's trying to quote unquote kill you, standing feet away from you. Bro. Yeah, and you gotta like the best thing to do is just be calm, be water.
And a lot of people look at us as fucking monsters, you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's...
you fight a cage, like, no, bro, this is a fucking smart man sport, bro.
Right.
If you're not smart, like, of course you got the dudes who just fucking don't know what stop means and can fucking go for an hour straight and they win fights off of, like, just going. But if you ain't smart, you ain't gonna make it to the pinnacle of the sport. You gotta be smart, bro. Like, you legit have to be smart. Like, people look at Justin Gaethje and they're like, this dude just come out and fucking win shit. I mean, after the first couple minutes, probably, but, like...
Right.
A lot of shit has meaning behind it. You know what I mean? A lot of shit that he does have meaning behind it. He's got a nice right hand, nice left hook, and he throws it a lot.
He does do some technical shit.
Yeah, he just might fucking throw it hard and fall over, or like look unbalanced, or like look like he in a fucking dogfight. But the dude one of the best in the world, you know. So you gotta be fucking smart.
Yeah.
To even have a shot.
I think that's the difference like, between like people who is at the top of the food chain in their division and everybody else who's chasing them, like, you know, people like Israel, people like Silva, their thought process is so high, and
they stepped ahead of you.
Right, especially on the defensive wise, and like turning like your strikes into
like
you know
Floyd
their
in
offense.
boxing, bro.
Exactly.
Just like Floyd in boxing. That's what. Because once you get to a certain point, everybody's great, bro. Like in any sport.
Exactly.
Like, fucking. Anybody, like once you like great in basketball, the tree is the same. It's like, well, what are you adding? What the branches, the little things about you that pushes you just a little bit over the edge. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I tell that to people about like, just even in the photography world and stuff like that. Like it's thousands of photographers out here, and I'm not even the only one in Joliet, but
you're a bad motherfucker though.
Right, it's something that I do different than the other ones, and that what keeps people flocking to me, keeps my returning customers returning to me, and it's just something that I do different, and it's just literally just one thing, not 10 different things, 10 different tools that I need to be great at. It's just literally just one thing I need to be great at to make me expert in what I do. Right. And set me aside from everybody else.
It's a fact.
So,
it's a fact.
Yeah, it's different ways to get ahead for sure. Oh yeah. So we did. You know, you brought up the Pet Shitty Nation a couple times, but tell the people like, where did this originate from? Like you said, there's what's the term for it? Like, I guess you could say there's the heads at the table, the originators. Talk about the originators, and then just how this came about.
Well, first things first, I'm going to get out the way any assumptions that we're anything associated or anything close to a gang. We're not. We're a brotherhood that just has a name behind it. You know what I mean? We've always been Patch. I grew up with not every single one, but 95% of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? We grew up in like the trenches of the fucking wrestling room, just grinding. Like I ain't talking about like being in the streets at all. You know what I mean? Nothing about that. Just just growing up together and having that connection and
like the Black Zillions.
Exactly, bro. You gotta have a name behind something, because if not, somebody gonna name
right.
it.
People don't. Exactly.
You don't want to be called the Goofies.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you gotta have
Goofies,
something.
no.
Yeah, facts. So, man, I just we always been Pat City, bro. Like me and my dude, like Johnny Dang, you talking about, bro?
Right.
I don't remember not knowing him. Me and my boy Raekwon, I met him at 6 years old, and
right.
This is hard because there's no originators, but I'm the glue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we have Patrick from Joliet, Patrick from Chicago Heights. I'm the one that, you know, I'm the glue of everybody around me. But
right.
we're, of course, a fat ass team, and we all love each other to death, bro. It's like
right.
it's something that you can't even describe.
Right.
It's insanely, like, people flock to us and want to know about us because, like, if we didn't have nothing interesting about us going on, who would give a fuck? Right. You know what I mean? So people want to know about us because, like, I got this before. Like, after my second pro fight, they're like, bro, this is, like, these dudes around you, they give a family vibe. Wherever you at, they're at. You know? Right. Whatever you doing, they there. Like, you got a whole fucking, all these dudes got on jerseys. All these dudes support you. All these dudes bought tickets from you. All these dudes are damn near die for you. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's vice versa, bro. Like, we're all brothers. Like, Backwood.
Yeah.
Bro, Pat City till he die, you know what I mean?
Right.
And look, we don't miss a Backwood fight. Like, we all support each other, bro. Like, if one of us fight, we all there. And
bro, I was hurt. Like, even me just being like on the cusp of the outside, and, you know.
Yeah.
Like when he did lose,
yeah.
I was hurt.
Yeah,
I was hurt for him because I know how hard it is, one, just for him to get to the gym, and he always has his kids there with him.
He got a lot of respect for me, bro. I love him for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I love everybody else in Pat City too. But back to me explaining what Pat City Nation is. We're Pat City. We say Pat City Nation because it's us of everybody. I mean, we're basically, we're not an MMA team, but all of us, majority of us are fighters. But we have everything from real estate agents to fighters to dudes who do merchandise. We literally have everything. We just so happen to be lifelong friends.
Right.
But we didn't have a name. We just are who we are. You know, like, oh, there go D and them. You know, there go DK and them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But one day, so in the pandemic, right? So I'm in the middle of the pandemic. We're in the middle in the pandemic. Everything's closed. Right. Except for one thing, the fucking casino. I turned 21 in the pandemic. A lot of us turned 21 in the pandemic. So I'm like fucking crazy confident. So the only one open. It wasn't Joliet. It was a Horseshoe. Mm-hmm. So we grabbed the Horseshoe. It's my friend Richie's birthday. Shout out Rich, man. Shout out Richie. If you have some hot takes, we need to get him on here. He be saying a lot of bullshit. But anyway, so we go there for Richie's birthday, and it's a game called Roulette. So I'm on Roulette, and like I'm betting like $200-300 and shit, and bro, the table is hot. We winning. All of us are winning, bro. Right. All of us are winning. And when you're at a casino and you win and you've been doing it for 30 years and you're like 50 years old or whatever, however old the fuck you are, you win, you're like, oh, that's nice. You know, like, finally get my number hit. We win, it's like we won a fucking Super Bowl, bro. We're all 21. You know, I'm like, damn.
Y'all getting happy over a couple hundred.
Bro, I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, damn. So, dude, the deal at the table, like, we go in there like numerous times during the week. We went there. This is our third time there. He's like, oh, there go them energetics. You call us the energetics.
What?
Yeah, and you know when you lose gambling, like, oh, they fucking patched me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm just off of adrenaline. Like I get crazy. Like I'm like, no, we ain't the energetics. We fucking Bad City. Because we looked at it as, man, bro, it's them against us. They gonna take our money and we gonna take theirs. What you want to do? So we sitting there like, we ain't the energetics. We Bad City. Right. And every time from that day on, every time one of us went to the casino and won, we used to put in the chat, like, because we got a group chat. Yeah, Pat City, let's go, Pat City Nation.
Bro.
So it just rolled on from there. So that's where Pat City came from. I mean, we've been, like, there's no founders or anything. Like I said, I'm the glue. I'm not like, if you ask another Pat, they'd probably say, oh, D's the leader. But I don't look at myself like that. We're all even, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was just saying, like, yeah, I'm the glue within on the patches, but I mean, we'll be here next week. You see these crazy motherfuckers soon, bro. Right. These dudes are crazy, but I love it, bro. Like, man, every single different patch is different. Way different. Right. Like, you got a Rue, and you got Backwood. Man. And then they both patch, and you're like, how the fuck?
Do they even know each other?
Yeah, but it's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Like, we literally got every fucking race. Mexican, black, white, Indian. You got everything we name. And all, like, all type of, like, we listen to all type of different music. It's just a fucking family feel, bro. We support each other. We love each other. Mm-hmm. So that being said, Pat City Nation, man. And there's a meaning behind the shirt. Of course, I'm going to Milwaukee, so we got to rock out with the Bucks. Right. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting stale. And I'm like, damn, D, how you gonna outdo yourself with this one? Like, that shirt, I'm like, fuck. Right. How you gonna outdo yourself with that? That shit dope. You know what I mean? And I somehow keep pulling it off. I said we're going to Milwaukee. We're gonna make I was gonna be Lakers, but Lakers didn't get to the finals. Sorry, AJ. Right. But we did the Bucks colors. But the number 15 is how many patches there are. There's 15 of us. Mm-hmm. So I want to look out for every single one. Leave nobody behind. And one thing I did do this time is I put, you see my back says DKO, if y'all can see it.
They can see it.
Okay. Backwood's back says Backwood. Christian's back, PC Lapis. You know, PC Dono. We got all different. Right. I make sure to do a good job of everybody feeling like, you know, we all got a piece of the same pie in this shit, man. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's the type of motto they used to live by back in the day, like, you know, just groups. I'm gonna say groups. I don't want to say gangs. Like, just strong groups. You would never know who's the head at the table because everybody look like they get money. Everybody look like they can be the head. Everybody move on the same accord. You know.
And shout out. Let me just go to the side real fast, and I gotta shout these people out. Shout out Celso, man. Shout out GTB PC. He helped put us on the map. A year I was inactive. I didn't fight. Shout out to Rue, the assassin. He took a little break from MMA, but that boy got a very, very, very bright future. He's in real estate now. So
is he?
Yeah, that's why he took this break.
Oh, okay.
So I understand that. Yeah, you gotta understand.
Yeah.
He came back talking like how you know, he's gonna help us all out. So that's love, bro. Shout out Backwood, man. Shout out everybody from Pat City who has gotten a cage, and shout out everybody in Pat City who, not only even if you haven't gotten a cage, you've been in every single fucking fight. You haven't missed one. Like, shout out Johnny Dang, you know, making our shirts.
Right.
Everybody, this is a machine, bro, and everybody's behind it, and we're growing. You notice?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We here, baby.
Yeah, everybody on this bitch winning.
World. Everybody winning.
Right.
Thank you. Come on, man. Pat's fuck with Trea, bro.
Man.
We love Trea, man. We winning, bro.
Man.
Even Trea up here.
I'm fighting in August.
Fighting in August, man. I'm gonna be 3-0, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna take a little break before, like, I make the transition to MMA and shit. But man, once I got back,
you wanna taste that shit again, bro. It's a different feeling, man.
Bro, that week off really did. So I'm like, bro, I can't just sit around. Then I got back in that Monday. Coach Danny got her ass right back to it. Yeah. I'm in there still crispy. I gotta go again.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah. It's the mentality is still there. I was like, I can't let this shit go to waste.
Yes. Yeah. But before we get off the Pat City topic, because I love Pat, bro. I am, like, bro, this is what I live. Besides MMA, like, bro, I love them dudes. We're going to get them here next week after the win and with some stories from Milwaukee. You know, we get all 15. It ain't all 15 of us going. It's 12, and that's fucking that's trouble. Because you get 12 of us out of state. Not like in like legal trouble, but like, these dudes crazy. You're going to have some crazy memories, bro.
Exactly.
Like, we get all type of characters pulling left and right. After the fight's going to be
some
crazy.
Some hangover type shit.
Facts, bro. You know, it gets wild, but hey, I wouldn't have it any other motherfucking way.
Right. Yeah. I know.
Shout out Pash. Again.
The party that y'all invited me to.
Yes. It gets crazy,
a while ago, bro. One, the shit was wild. I got a crazy story of my own. It's funny the way my best friend tell it, but everybody there was, bro, welcoming, like, welcoming from the time I got there to the time I left. I don't know when the fuck I left, how I left, but
that's a story for another day, right?
Right.
He was around the patches, bro.
But man, I'm just glad all my camera stuff made it home with me. But
that's true.
Man, literally everything everybody said to me. Everybody said something different to me that just motivated me to just feel like I can really do this shit and just take it serious, bro. And then it was just a whole mentality switch that just flip, and then that's when that's really when I got fully invested, bro. I'm like fully invested. Talking about I was buying new gloves, buying new shin guards, buying shit, buying tie shorts, buying all that.
Think about it, bro. Everybody there, like this is where people
will piece your ass up.
Thank you. All bad motherfuckers, bro. All have wrestled, did something, did jiu-jitsu, all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Besides maybe my brother, but he's a bad motherfucker in his own right. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So, bro, everybody there is a bad motherfucker, and it's like, it's so easy to just get motivated by the people around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you could tell off energy, like, you a real motherfucker. So I know that you get a vibe when somebody ain't being real, or somebody trying to fake it with you, or somebody just, this the cameraman, let me get cool so you can take my pictures next week. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, they telling you the truth, bro. Like, everybody there, like, that's my family, and that's the PC headquarters there. G-Stone, Gladstone. Shout out my pops, man. He been putting up with some crazy shit at when PC there, for sure.
Right.
Shout out my dad, man. Shout out my mom, too.
It's easy to see, like, once you've been in the world, like, obviously you've been in this world longer than me.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you can see all type of people come through MMA, stop and leave, or people who had potential and just quit for whatever reason, all type of shit.
Bro. It's 98%.
And then you can tell instantly when somebody got it in them, you know, somebody got what it take to.
Bro, shout out Aru. Shout out the assassin. That motherfucker was talented out the gate.
Yeah.
Like, I walk in MMA stop and this motherfucker hitting pads crispy as fuck. And I'm like, damn, I could pull my Uncle Danny to the side like, hey, this dude, who the fuck is that? That kid from kids class got tall as hell. Like, damn. Yeah. He like, nah, he just joined here last week. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
I grab him like, this is what, bro. Shout out Rue. I'm gonna have to talk about him for a second, because I love this dude, man.
Give him his flowers.
Yeah. I love him for real. Like he's my brother for real, because he didn't do a lot for me. I did a lot for him too, but this is like one situation where I found out a real motherfucker or a savage come in all different shapes and sizes. Man. You don't have to look and talk a certain way to be a savage or a real motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, and he was definitely that perfect situation.
Right.
Because that day I talked to him, like, what's your goals? And we talked for an hour. It was like this from there. You know what I mean? And like, just his energy, his vibe, the way he would talk about things, the way he was so giving, the way he was so selfless, bro. Like, it was just something I mean, of course I've seen it within other Pat City members, like when we was growing up and stuff, but Rue was just, man, cut from a different cloth, bro. Because he in a situation in life to where he don't gotta be fucking with us. Like, he could be in his own thing with a whole different type of people, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
He ain't. He's showing love. He's coming to every fight. That man been in my corner every I don't know if you noticed, but he's been in my corner all 3 pro fights. Every single one, bro. And I've been in his corner every fight, so I gotta give him his flowers, man. That dude that's a bad motherfucker in his own. Yeah. That boy, that dude crazy.
It just goes to show you don't have to know somebody for 10 plus years to consider them your day one. They just from the very first day that you met them, they've been 100 with you.
That Donovan Lucky, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, that's my guy.
Yeah.
Like we like in high school, I seen him once, and like I see him once in a while, and we wrestled before, and then he showed up at the PC party, and I wasn't expecting him. Johnny Dang invited him, and he got there, and just fucking, bro, God be working crazy ways. Yeah. So I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking cool as fuck. He fitting right in with us. He vibing with us.
Right.
I low-key thought, like, I didn't think anything because I didn't really know him, but when I got to know him, I'm like, yeah, this dude. That's a real motherfucker too. He a bad motherfucker on that wrestling, man.
For sure.
He got it.
I started off wrestling with him. That's where.
At Joliet Central?
No, this was back in like 7th grade.
Oh, so you a bad motherfucker. You been wrestling, bro.
Yeah.
Well, what team? WCW maybe?
No, not them. This is when we were wrestling for
a school.
Washington in Gompers.
Yeah.
Back then.
Yeah.
That's where I know him from. And then my 8th grade year, that's when I went to Dirksen, and then it was Dirksen and Hufford. So I got to know a couple different people. But yeah, it's cool to see that, you know, like the first party, like I'm pretty sure it's people that you didn't know that I knew that was, you know, at the party.
Bro, how the fuck you know Trea, boy? What the fuck?
And
right.
Like John, me and John, I've been knowing him since 6th grade.
Yeah,
we went to Dirksen. Yeah.
Okay. See, I didn't know that either. See, we learning shit on the pod. Okay, that's dope.
Yeah.
Fucking, and that was a party for my boy. We call him AJ. His name's Anthony. Not Backwood. We call him AJ. Mm-hmm. He was killing shit in life. Like, you know what I mean? So he was working every day. He couldn't come around how he wanted to. Right. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure if he could, he would have been there.
Right.
But finally, I fucking added him to the group. Like, man, bro, this dude here. Well, right. Fuck with him.
Right.
Come to my house on this day. You're gonna have fun.
Right.
I ain't gonna say too much. You're gonna have fun. And we're gonna welcome you in the Pet City, man. I want you to meet all 13 of these other motherfuckers because I know you'll fuck with them and I love them and you'll love them. And he showed up and, bro, I've seen a motherfucker like at least once a week since then. And I went like 4 years or some shit without seeing him. He's showing up to everything, like, bro, just
being a part of something is, bro, motivating in itself.
Bro. It's easy to get up and do shit when you got people behind you, bro. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people want to say, like, a lot of people tell these fucking stories where they want to, like, shit where they say people that, what, I did this myself. I was down bad. I got up out the bed by myself and did all this shit. Good for you, bro. I didn't. Sorry. I mean, I got 14 dudes who
we're fighting for a different purpose now,
bro. And it's not like, bro. They ask me, bro, you been in the gym? Bro, you ready?
Right.
Bro, you ready for this?
Right.
Hey, I watched film on him.
Right.
You could do this, dude.
Doing shit they didn't even gotta do.
Right, hey D, I know you don't be watching film on motherfuckers. Hey, I watched it. Do this and this. I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like my last fight, my homie Richie broke down. The dude that took the day on the fight on the day notice broke down his whole fucking style in a few hours. It was so fucking helpful, bro. Man. Like, bro.
So all I gotta do is focus on performing.
Yes, bro. Man. Like it's not like if I could call us family without it meaning like fucking. Without it, like, people wondering what the fuck I mean,
right?
I would call it family. Like, fuck, we family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But, fuck it, we Pet City.
Shit, that's good enough right there.
Bro.
Shit.
There it is.
But, yeah. Do you got any questions you want to ask or just any topics you want to put out there?
Let's see. Question-wise, not really, but stuff that I want to put out there is shit. Keep grinding, man. Life is hard. Adulthood is hard. You know what I mean?
Man, life should be life for sure.
Yeah, do what you want to do. Don't let nobody take you away from your dreams, man. We all have our own timeline, bro. If you feel like you're behind, most like, I'll just make it simple. Like, don't look at social media and think that your life is horrible because you see fucking a 16-year-old driving a Maserati on TikTok or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Because that's not realistic half the time.
Yeah, that don't mean like a quote that this is one of the questions I want to ask you too. It's on there. One of the quotes that I find myself living by now is your current situation is not your final destination. And just because...
Good or bad.
Right, good or bad.
Stay on top of your shit.
Right, the storm always ends at some point in time. And then another quote to piggyback off what I just said about the storm. Even through the storm, you still getting watered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So even through the storm, you still getting watered. So you gotta take. you gotta see the positivity and opportunity in any situation. So
that's a fact. Oh, and I'm talking like I don't fight Sunday, bro. It's fucking Thursday.
Right.
I fight Sunday. My fault. I'm just in I'm in a good mood, but. I'm ready to go, man. I'm sharp. I'm a sharp motherfucker, bro. I am one of the best in the world when I'm on, and I'm going to be on. Like, shout out to him for taking the fight. I ain't going to say his name because I ain't going to give him no kudos, no points. Yeah, dude ass. Shout out him for showing up, man, and allowing me to fucking paint my picture on his wall. You know what I mean?
Right.
The wall also happened to be his face, but with me, you know, Sunday, it's Thursday. I got to make weight Saturday. I'm cutting weight. I still got energy. I'm ready to fucking go, man. I'm long. I'm strong. I'm fast.
Right.
What can you do with me? I don't know. Can you take me down? I don't think so.
Try it.
Yeah. Can you box with me? I don't know. I don't think that either. You got to look at the highlights. You got to fact check that.
Yeah.
I'm a bad motherfucker, and I'm humble. I don't really brag on my skill set a lot, but I'm very, very confident. So I'm willing to say that and put that on paper that I'm going to finish this dude within one round. And when I come back here with all the patches, we gotta replay this shit of me saying this because watch this.
Right.
I'm 3-0 as a professional, and that's a combined 2:25, 2 minutes 25 seconds. We ain't talking
right.
two rounds. You know what I'm saying? No,
right.
we're talking 2 minutes here. So this dude gonna be another one. I'm on my way. Shout out to Pat City for being behind me. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my girlfriend. Shout out to my family. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to you, Trea. Helping me grow my brand and everything. Like, bro, this has been a train. We moving fast too.
Right.
My name's getting up there, bro. Shout out to APFC for that too. They giving me my flowers. Right. I feel like I've been deserved my flowers. You know what I'm saying? I got hard fights as an Emmy. And when I was fighting hard fights as an amateur, I'm 18 and 19 years fucking old. These dudes are 20, my age now. I can't imagine fighting an 18-year-old right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm stepping out there in the trenches fighting hard fights. And you know what I'm saying? So, I was supposed to have been recognized as one of the best talents in the Midwest.
Right.
It's okay. My record's kind of ugly because I was fighting hard fights. I mean, ended my amateur career 8-2. I'm 3-0 as a pro. Actually, I'm going to say it right now. I'm finna be fucking 4-0 as a pro pretty soon with 4 first-round finishes. So, put some respect on my name. It's already kind of on my name, but put some cheese on that bitch.
Put a little extra on that motherfucker.
For real, because I'm a bad motherfucker, and I'm coming, man. Sunday is going to be a show.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a good spot for us to wrap up.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been a conversation.
Talking because I'm comfortable now. But, yes.
Yeah.
Hey,
we're going to rejoice.
UFC Fight Pass. I'm on the main card. So, get UFC Fight Pass. Go to APFC.
Can people bet on you?
No, unfortunately, I'd probably put 10 bands on myself.
I was gonna say I would put a band on you.
Hey, band on that first round finish because it's coming, baby. I'm shout out to Richard. He a prop dude. So
I was gonna say that's like a plus 400 right there. Got
it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm 3-0 with the last 3 was first. They might have put that shit at like a plus 200 now, plus 150 or something. But take that because that's value, right? Anything plus on the first round is value.
Right.
For sure. I appreciate you having me on, though, bro. This shit was fun and dope as fuck.
Hey, I'm looking forward to coming back, politicking with the whole gang, rejoicing with the whole gang. That's
crazy.
In my spot, all good vibes. We gonna have the lights on. We gonna have everybody in this bitch packed in, going crazy. And then, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Do my best to get this out by Saturday or at least Sunday morning. Motherfuckers have time to watch, whatever.
That'd be dope.
But yeah. Without further ado, peace.